Why you should think that particular wine glass is charming is something I'll never understand.
That doesn't surprise me, my dear.
Allow me to fill your glass, Brother Harry.
Good, good. So far, good. Don't lose the British accents. Keep up the pacing.
Right.
Speak out loud and clear.
To health, wealth, and good fortune.
To
Health, wealth, and good fortune.
Good taste, excellent bouquet, sweet, without being sentimental.
Gordon, what's happening?
How come this total is fair?
He's falling.
Oh, there you are. Murder can be such a nuisance. I don't know who done me in, but I won't rest in my coffin until I find out, and that's where you come in.
If you don't mind, Mr. Forrest, I'm the investigator in charge.
I'm just trying to help.
Leave it to the professionals.
Call me.
Besides, you're dead. Beat it.
Call me if you need me.
I'll do that. Woolrich. Detective Woolrich. Homicide. I'm the investigator in charge. A murder has taken place on the stage of our local community theater. You've already met the the victim. It's me you're assisting, not him. The murder took place 3 days ago during the rehearsal of some dumb play. Just so you understand, I'll stop the action every now and then, and you can tell me how I should move on. We work together. Got that? Okay, good. The approximate time was early evening. No wounds on the body. What we need now are suspects.
Phyllis Love. I was an actress in the dumb play. Leading lady. Audrey Thaxter, another actress. Used to be the sweet young thing.
Paul Westerfield, actor.
Jeanette Marsh, exceptionally talented director.
Barbara Lloyd, stage manager of props. Dolly Bray, part-time cleaning woman. I don't need the job. I have plenty of money set aside. I just like to feel useful.
Like the stiff, or the victim, wanted to know who done it. So what have we got? We've got the scene of the crime, the suspects. Now, what should we be looking for? Motive or how the crime was committed? Let's go with motive.
I had an excellent motive. Gordon Forrest was blackmailing me. I come from a very wealthy, socially prominent family. To put it bluntly, I'm filthy rich and highly respected. But he knew I was a kleptomaniac. That's right, I steal things. Not because I need them or even want them. It's all mixed up with psychiatry. Gordon threatened to tell the media unless I paid off. The scandal would have destroyed my family and ruined my reputation. Did I kill him or not? You decide.
I'm not surprised Gordon turned out to be a blackmailer. He was the bad sort, but oh so charming and hard to resist. We were getting married, you know, or at least that's what people thought. The wedding invitations were already in the mail, and he just dumped me. You can imagine how awful it would have been if I had to tell all the guests the wedding was off. I'm glad he's dead. I didn't know how to tell everybody the truth that I was dumped. Did poor penniless Audrey kill him or not? You decide.
You've heard it before, I'm sure. An actor would kill for a good role. Community theater is my life. It's all I live for. But Gordon Forrest always got the good roles and the best lines. It's all tied up in community theater politics. I should have gotten Gordon's role in the dumb play, but I didn't. I'm a brilliant actor. Ask Jeanette. He was never better than mediocre. Did I get rid of the competition? Did I kill him or not? You decide.
I simply don't know what to say. I certainly had no reason to off the man. I mean, murder the victim. He was always on time for rehearsals, and he always knew his lines.
I might have killed Gordon Forrest. You see, I was married to Gordon Forrest years ago, and then he ran out on me. And he got quite a shock when I turned up again. I enjoyed watching him scream. I may have murdered him to protect Audrey. Did I kill him or not? You decide.
I know nothing about nothing. Right now, I'd like to be feeding the citizens in my fish tank.
Looks like we have 3 strong suspects. Who should I book? Should I book Paul Westerfield or Audrey Thaxter? Or what about Phyllis Love? But you can only stretch circumstantial evidence so far before it snaps back in your face. I think we better do some more investigating.
Listen up, folks.
There's that matter you requested, Detective Woolrich.
Thanks, Garrett. You all know Officer Garrett?
We're not likely to forget her. She was the first officer on the scene.
Scene of the crime, you mean?
Naturally.
Scene of the crime. Why quibble over words? We talked to her before we talked to you. What does it matter?
I thought this building was supposed to be sealed off.
Yeah. Sticky yellow tape on the doors. Nasty stuff. I'll have to use glue gun.
It can be reopened. The department's got all the information they need from the scene of the crime.
Such as?
Tell them, Garrett.
Anything coroner's office requested. Forensics, DNA, photographs were taken on this. Yeah, photos were taken on the stage. Evidence bags. I took plenty of nuts.
I recall.
It's so gruesome to think about. If Thursby poor Gordon choked to death when the wine went down the wrong way.
It's not unheard of.
I couldn't believe it when I heard he'd been poisoned.
I could not imagine any kind of information anyone could give you, Detective Woolridge.
Purely routine.
We've already told you everything we know.
Several times.
You never know. Someone could have forgotten something.
Like what?
That's what I hope to find out. I appreciate. Put that on the prop table, Garrett, and then take a seat.
Yes, sir.
Man.
I appreciate you all being here today.
What choice did we have?
Cops on our doorsteps day and night.
Police pestering neighbors.
Answering the same questions over and over.
Patience, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try to make this as painless as possible.
Well, are you a dentist or policeman?
That's not funny, Dolly.
Neither is murder.
The coroner's initial report stated that Gordon Forrest was probably poisoned.
Probably?
You mean he wasn't?
I mean, they weren't able to identify the poison immediately.
Isn't that rather unusual?
Not if the poison's extremely rare.
Was it?
In this country, yes. The poison used to kill Gordon is nearly always lethal. As soon as it enters the bloodstream, it takes effect immediately, within seconds. That's it.
Obviously, you're suggesting the prop wine, which was nothing but grape juice, was poisoned.
Am I?
Oh no, are you?
It's Barbara.
How can it be the grape juice? We all sip a glass of water from the same decanter.
Perhaps. The poison was in the glass Gordon Forrest used, not the decanter.
I resent that. I handled all the props for rehearsal.
Someone might have dropped something in. Someone might have dropped something in there when you weren't looking.
I tell you, the glass was empty.
I have an idea. I think we better restage the murder and look for clues. Miss Marsh,
Oh, yes?
tell us exactly what happened the night of the rehearsal. Exactly as you remember it. Every detail. Set the stage.
Oh, very well, if you insist.
We'd appreciate it.
We were rehearsing a play called TheeDoors to Death. It's a murder mystery.
We assumed that by the title.
The setting was a library on a large manor house, early 1800s. There are 3 doors onto a room. One door leads to a small study. Another door leads to a hallway onto the gardens. Another door leads to the main part of the house.
Officer Garrett, your uniform.
Fireplace there. Desk, wine decanters, and glasses on top. Armchair there. Everybody, please, I want a good rehearsal. Barbara, are you ready with props?
I've got most of them.
You want me to sweep the stage, Miss Marsh?
Not now, Dolly, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Can't you see we're rehearsing?
The armchair doesn't belong that far up.
Dolly, TheeDoors to Death already has a stage manager.
I'd just like to feel part of the team.
I'll let you know when you can sweep up.
I don't need this job, you know. I have plenty of money.
Can we please get on with the rehearsal? Places, everyone. Begin.
I say, back from the mall so soon, are we?
Look who it is, Harry.
Sit here, sir, close to the fire. Don't mind your gout. Don't mind if I do.
I think a glass of grape juice. Oops, sorry, Jeanette.
Never mind the mistake. Get on with it.
I think a glass of wine is called for.
Excellent idea.
I'll go get your favorite wine glass, Uncle Harry.
Thank you, my dear.
Uncle Harry, I must show you what my friend from India sent me as a gift. He's in the army, you know, Calcutta.
I say, that's a wicked looking thing.
It's a blowgun. The natives used to put it in a poison dart or needle and blow it out with a hard force of breath, like this.
Oh, wow, that was almost real.
Not the proper sort of thing for a young lady, if you ask me. Glass of wine.
Here's your favorite wine glass, Uncle Harry.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Why you should think that particular wine glass is charmed is something I'll never understand.
That doesn't surprise me, my dear.
Allow me to fill your glass, Brother Harry.
Good. So far, good. Don't lose the British accents. Keep up the pacing. Right. Speak out loud and clear.
A toast to health, wealth, and good fortune.
To health, wealth, and good fortune.
Sweet. Excellent bouquet. Sweet without being sentimental.
Ah. Gordon, what's happening?
Help him. He's choking.
Look at his face! He's turning blue!
What's wrong?
He's fallen.
I'll take care of this.
Is he all right?
I don't see how he can be. He's dead.
Dead? Ah!
Where's
When we realized poor Gordon was dead, we called the police and Officer Garrett showed up.
Your uniform, Garrett. Fix yourself.
I came through the door approximately 10 times after 7.
Thank you, Miss Marsh. Is that how the rest of you remember it?
Yes,
I think so.
pretty sure.
I'm sure I didn't leave anything out.
That's exactly the way it happened.
In that case, I wonder why no one mentioned Dolly Ray messing with the armchair pillow.
I didn't think it was important.
Everything about murder is important. I wonder too why no one mentioned how Gordon Forrest reacted when Phyllis Love used the blowgun.
I used a poison dart or a needle. He had a muscular twitch or an itch, obviously.
A poison dart is an excellent way to inject poison, especially when propelled at considerable force. Garrett, you have the blowgun?
Yes, ma'am.
Show it to them. Recognize it? Show it to them too. It's possible Dolly Bray could have stuck a needle in the armchair pillow. Hey! Calm down, Miss Bray.
How could it be a needle in the armchair pillow? Is that how it was done? A needle in the armchair pillow?
Consider this. Phyllis Love had double the opportunity.
How can you say that?
The blowgun, and the fact that you also fluffed up the armchair pillow.
Oh dear, that's right.
Well, if you think I'm the guilty one, then arrest me.
Oh no, Phyllis.
Stay calm.
We know you didn't do it.
I second that.
Love. There was no mark on the body to indicate point of entry. What the coroner's report found was a trace of poison on Gordon Forrest's tongue and in his saliva, meaning he sipped or drank the poison.
I tell you, the glass I handed Audrey was empty.
But Audrey turned her back before her big entrance. She could have slipped something in without you seeing. She also could have switched the glasses.
I haven't thought of that.
Think about it.
What was the poison used?
I was wondering when someone was going to ask. Garrett, what you're looking at is a purplefish, also known as a balloonfish. Also,
Ew.
the poison contained within the glands is highly deadly.
No one would eat such a fish.
Actually, in Japan, properly prepared, it's considered a delicacy, even though it does have a high mortality rate. The poison extracted from such a fish takes effect within seconds.
The pufferfish isn't native to these parts.
No, but fish collectors often have them.
Fish collectors?
Alright, so I collect unusual fish. What does that have to do with anything?
Your neighbors, who have seen your aquariums, report that you had a pufferfish.
It died. Besides, why would I want to kill Gordon Forrest?
I suppose you'll be accusing me again. I seem to be the prime suspect. After all, I do own a pet shop in the mall. It kills time and amuses me. I donate all the profits to charity.
This playhouse couldn't continue without Phyllis's financial support.
Along with kittens and puppies, I also sell rare and unusual fish, mostly tropical fish.
I always purchase my fish from Phyllis's shop. Most people in this town do.
If you must know, I did sell a pufferfish to Dolly.
Charged me plenty too. I didn't even get a discount.
Anyone could have gotten fish from a specialty store. Most people in this town do. If you'll pardon my expression, Detective Lord, but you're just fishing.
Am I? Okay, so what do you say? Motive or a long discourse on the ninja of the feudal Japan and how they prepare the poison fish? You decide.
Definitely motive.
Fine. Motive it is. I never get to give that discourse of the ninja of the feudal Japan and how they prepare the poisoned fish. Let's see how they react when we tell them what we know. We've done a lot of investigating on you people. Take you, Miss Love.
Must you always be picking on poor Phyllis? It's harassment, that's what it is.
I'll get to you in a moment, Mr. Westerfield. Miss Love. We found unmailed letters to you in Gordon Forrest's apartment. He said if you paid up, your shoplifting career would be over, and so would you.
Shoplifting?
The police have known about your little habit for some time. Stores chose never to prosecute because your family always paid for what you stole.
I can't help it! I'm a kleptomaniac! I need heavy help.
Kleptomaniac?
There were multiple witnesses on that occasion. You also said that with him out of the way, you'd be sure to get all the good leads and all the good lines.
I'm entitled. I deserve to play leads, and I would have had them too if it weren't for community theater politics. I've been treated shabbily.
Paul, get a hold of yourself.
I never told the police about you, Paul. I've always been on your side and would have done anything to help you.
Even if that meant getting rid of Gordon Forrest?
I didn't mean it that way.
You better write that down, Garrett.
Yes, so.
In fact, no, you weren't. You were married to Mr. Forrest. In fact, you're his widow.
Widow?
Don't bother denying it. We have, but you never signed the divorce papers, did you?
Why should I deny anything? It's all true.
Prince, he was a fraud.
Common knowledge. You were jealous of Gordon. Is a good motive. But on the other hand, if he married her, you could blackmail him. Bigamy is a felony. He could have gone to prison.
At least my conscience is clear.
Other than the fact that Gordon Forrest was obviously blackmailing you. How did we know? Simple. Your bank statement. You've made several large withdrawals over the past few weeks. Several large checks made out to Gordon Forrest.
He was a swine. He blackmailed me into giving him all the leads. He kept a scrapbook of my past reviews in other cities. They were all pans. The critics said I was a terrible director. I've been happy here. Actors respect what I have to offer. Can you imagine my despair if Gordon made copies of my failures and faxed them about? That's what he threatened. I'm vain. I admit it. I'd have done anything to shut him up.
You are a fun group. The poison could have been rubbed inside the glass. Anyone could have done that and the glass would have appeared empty. Barbara Lloyd could be making a fuss to cover up her tracks. What do you say, folks? Shall we name the killer or keep making him sweat? No. We better get on with it and name the killer. Oof, and then I go over here. Line him up, Garrett.
Yes, ma'am.
Or not. Take a good look at them, folks. There's a killer among them.
Don't forget about me.
You?
Bad food? I could have choked. Or Rona.
Rhoda?
Y'all are pathetic.
Your mask isn't even on!
Who murdered Gordon Forrest? I demand justice. I deserve justice.
You always overacted, Gordon.
Okay, here we go. Paul Westerfield.
Gordon?
Phyllis Love. Audrey Thaxter. Jeanette Marsh. Dolly Bray. Who do you think the murderer is? All right, cuff him, Garrett.
Put your hands behind your back.
Who?
Oh yeah, Hill.
Who do you think the murderer is? You decide.
You should like shake.
Alright, you caught me. You know, you guys are way smarter than I expected you were. But Gordon got what he deserved. He was blackmailing me and everybody else, and I was tired of it. So I bought the rarest, most venomous fish off the black market, then simply extracted all of its venom and rubbed it all over the inside of the glass. It was quickly absorbed by the grape juice. Then when Gordon sipped, poof, adios.
I enjoyed watching him squirm. I wanted to protect Audrey from what he did to me when he ran out on me. The only thing I needed was just a little poison in that glass. It was nice watching him squirm.
After my poor pufferfish died, I simply extracted the venom and rubbed it inside of his glass. After everything was done, I was just gonna clean up. But then you guys had to come and make things complicated.
Alright, you've caught me. You're a clever bunch of amateur detectives. He deserved to die for what he was doing to me. After all, he was blackmailing me and all the others. So I did some research. I learned how to extract venom from one of Phyllis's pufferfish. You know, it only takes a little to do the trick, so I rubbed it inside the glass. It was quickly absorbed by the grape juice, and when Gordon sipped, poof. Alright, you've caught me. You poor people are smarter than I thought. Gordon asked for it the moment he tried to ruin my reputation. I couldn't just sit by and watch all my hard work go to waste. So, I learned how to extract some of the venom from one of the pufferfish in my shop. I took it to rehearsal, rubbed it inside of a glass. It was quite quickly absorbed by the grape juice. And once Gordon took a sip, poof, adios.
Why is that?
No.
Can we play Impossible Mission
Impossible music?
Are we?
Go get him, Garrett.
You'll never catch me, copper.
Oh, there you go. Here's the material. Let's try it again.
Okay. Here's that material you want to
Doesn't sound like her.
Okay, then say it.
Mom, I can't just like just sound like a woman.
I'm not Adam Sandler.
We're doing it again? This is like 2 words.
It is my line! You can't add. Okay, are we starting from the beginning of the scene?
Soccer game or something, and all of a sudden the ball's going that way and they're going this way after the butterfly. That's what y'all are doing right now.
Sit down, Miss
Bray.
Bray. I keep on wanting to call her Dolly Parton. Oh, that's cute. Sit down, Miss Bray.
And just gonna be like,
Look. That's so pretty.
If it weren't for Gordon, if it weren't for community theater politics, I've been treated shut.
Paul, get a hold of yourself. I didn't have a police about you, Paul. I've always been on your side, and I've always been on your side. I would have done anything to help. I'm a little bit jumbly. Where are we?
The Ninja Japan.
Are you sure you want motive?
Yes, sort of.
No, not really. Never. Write that down, Garrett.
Hey, what?
My thing. My word. Write that down, Garrett. Just
Yes,
write it down.
ma'am.
No reason to off the man. I mean, murdered the victim. He was always on time for rehearsals and always knew his lines.
Oh, you're a witty fellow, George.
Am I?
You kept us laughing on the moles. Ha ha ha. Oh, yeah, there you go. Sorry.
I showed up at swing approximately 7 times after. Wait, no, 10 times after 7.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, okay, 10 minutes.
I came in 10 times.
Went in and out.
I was wondering when someone was going to ask that. Garrett?
What?
Who done it? So, what have we got? We've got scene of the crime, how the murder. Oh, nope. We've got scene of the crime, suspects, approximate time. What else do we need? Do we want motive or how the crime was committed?
How the crime was committed.
Motive it is! Let's hear some motives.
They're taking Gordon away.
A toast to health, wealth, and good fortune.
To health, wealth, and good fortune.
Excellent bouquet, excellent taste, sweet without being sentimental.
Gordon, what's happening?
Choking. There we go.
Face, he's turning blue.
He's falling.
No, that's
It's Barbara. It's Barbara.
No, it's Jeanette.
No.
No, Audrey has to say he's fallen.
Oh, do I do
Barbara
that
has
after
to
he
say what's
falls?
wrong.
Okay. Do I do that after he falls? That's what I meant. He's solid, yeah.
I'll take care of this.
Is he alright?
I don't see how he can be. He's dead.
On you people.
What? Why are you saying that?
Ninja of feudal
Oh,
Japan.
yeah. I didn't say that last time, did I?
No.
What do you say, folks? Shall we tell them what they know, or shall I give them a long discourse on the ninja of the feudal Japan and how they prepare the poisoned fish?
Discourse.
You decide. I don't think you want to hear the discourse. It's really long. So motive it is. So I'm going to tell them what we know. Stop touching my pen. My team's done a lot of investigating on you people.
Peppa.
Audrey, you're next.
I forget mine.
Oh, Bryn, you're the one I saw. You're the one I saw.
So what part are we doing?
What are we doing?
Sit here and forget.
Okay.